Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm David. This is my partner Joe, and we're from London.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Noel, and this is my wife Sarah, and we're from Manchester.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Sarah. This is my sister Caroline, and we're from Bridgnorth in Shropshire.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Nicola. I'm from Gloucestershire, and this is my friend Carla from Reading.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very warm welcome to Pointless. Wonderful to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, here to push us to the very limits of what human beings can achieve during a 45-minute daytime quiz whilst adhering to the directives of BBC compliance. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Oh, good afternoon.
And to you.
Oh, the directives of BBC compliance.
The shackles.
The stuff they have to edit out of this show.
Oh, true.
You know, when we go on our diatribes about various things.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and we desperately try and get sponsorship deals by fast food chicken restaurants, and they cut it all out.
I know.
It's not allowed to mention it.
God.
Anyway, shall we do the show?
Yeah, come on, let's do it. What are
Welcome
we
back,
here for?
Nicola and Carla. Got knocked out in round 2 last time. Lovely to have you back. 3 new pairs as well, including somebody who's put a rogue umlaut in his name. You see Noel's name badge?
Yeah, I know.
Noel.
Noel. Was he from the North East League?
Noel.
Noel.
Eh?
Aye.
You'll
could
have
be.
to ask him.
I'll ask him later. Yes, thank you very much. Now, Tommy and Carol were in the final, and they failed to win the jackpot, which means we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £4,750. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. As ever, it will be the highest scoring pair at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So keep your scores low and everything will be great. Best of luck to everybody. Our first category this afternoon is pop music. Can you all decide on your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns September number ones. Richard.
Yeah, Radio 1 launched on September the 30th, 1967. We're going to show you some songs that were number 1 on September the 30th in other years. You just have to tell us who had a number 1 with these, please. We're going to show you their initials as well.
Thank you very much indeed. So we're looking for the artists who had number 1 hits with these songs. Here's our first board of 7. All of them September number 1s. The Last Waltz, 1967, E.H. Dancing Queen, 1976, A. Message in a Bottle, 1979, T.P. I Just Called to Say I Love You, 1984, S.W. Fairground, 1995, S.R. I Don't Feel Like Dancing, 2006, S.S. And Gangnam Style, 2012, P. I'll read those all again. The Last Waltz, 1967, E.H. Dancing Queen, 1976, A. Message in a Bottle, 1979, T.P. I Just Called to Say I Love You, 1984, S.W. Fairground, 1995, S.R. I Don't Feel Like Dancing, 2006, S.S. And Gangnam Style, 2012, P. Joe, welcome. Good to have you here from London town. Tell us all about yourself, Joe.
I'm a freelance hair and makeup artist, so I work in bits of telly, bits of celebs, lots of weddings.
Lots of weddings?
Yeah.
Oh, now is it fun doing weddings, or is it quite high pressure?
I love my weddings.
Very
It
nice.
is high pressure, but I love all my brides.
What do you do to put them at their ease? Because obviously you get to spend the most time with them before the bridegroom.
Well, my degree was actually in psychology, so I think that does help me a little bit, but just kind of being their best friend and putting them at ease, like you said.
Do you ply them with champagne?
No. Because then they talk too much and then they move and then you can't do their makeup.
Oh,
but they definitely do have champagne when I'm finished.
OK, very good. OK, now, Joe, the board. Look at that. Oh, a pristine board. Look at that.
OK, I know what I'm going to say.
Shall we say it?
OK, Gangnam Style, Psy.
Psy, says Joe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Psy. Psy's right. And down that goes to 22. Not bad at all, Joe. Good start to the round.
Yeah, for 5 years, it was the most watched video on YouTube. It had so many views, it forced YouTube to rewrite its code because they couldn't put the number in. It had so many. It only went up to a certain amount that kind of, you know, and so they had to rewrite it.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Sarah T.
Hello.
Welcome. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm an environment and safety auditor. So I get to travel around to a lot of different countries. I've spent a lot of time in the last couple of years in the Middle East and Central Asia, and do environmental assessments for investors. So they're looking to make sure what they're investing in is ethical and sustainable, and yes, it's reputation management, really.
Very good indeed. Good stuff. Now, Sarah, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for I Don't Feel Like Dancing, which I think is the Scissor Sisters.
The Scissor Sisters. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Scissor Sisters. It's right. 22 is the only score we have at the moment. There we are, 27. Not bad.
Don't people have interesting jobs?
I know.
Don't they? We've only had 2 so far, and both of them you think, oh, that's interesting.
that's fun.
Yeah, Jake Shears from Scissor Sisters once said that's the most cheerful sounding song ever about staying in and feeling miserable.
Yes, that's true. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Caroline, welcome to the show. Tell us all about yourself, Caroline.
I'm retired. Before I was retired, I was a legal clerk. And now I am retired. I spend my time working for the Shropshire Historic Churches Trust and the WI, and I play mahjong.
And you play mahjong? Well, how do you play? I mean, not how, but where do you get together? How do you find enough people to play mahjong with? Is there
It's organised through our U3A.
Excellent.
And there's about 20 of us play. Yeah.
Very good. OK, Caroline, what are you going to go for?
I think I'll go for the last waltz, Engelbert Humperdinck.
Engelbert Humperdinck, says Caroline. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Engelbert Humperdinck. It's right. 27's our high score, 22's our low, 33 is where Engelbert Humperdinck gets you.
Yeah, that was #1 when Radio 1 launched. It's only #1 for a few weeks, and then Massachusetts by the Bee Gees took over.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Carla, welcome back.
Thank you.
Our only returning pair on the far podium there. Remind us all about yourself, Carla.
So I'm from Berkshire. I run my own beauty therapy business, and I've got 3 Dalmatians. One of them I show, so they keep me busy when I'm not out massaging people.
So, the showing of dogs, how often do these things come around? Obviously, there's the big famous one.
You could, if you wanted to, you could go out every weekend, both days. But
wow.
I don't do that.
You don't know?
No.
What do you get if you win? What's the
Bragging
prize?
rights.
Much more important than any rosette. Come on.
You get rosettes as well.
Rosettes.
And certain shows you can qualify for the big one, which we are off to for the second time in
very exciting.
Very shortly.
Very good.
I feel sorry for the 2 Dalmatians who are not being shown.
Yeah, I know.
The middle one does sulk. The middle one would love to come with me.
But they must think, whoa.
Whoa, trip, liver.
Yeah.
That's what I do. OK, now, Carla, this is your board. Do you want to talk us through it and fill in all the blanks?
So I know 3 of them. So Dancing Queen's obviously ABBA. I Just Called to Say I Love You, I think is Stevie Wonder. But I'm going to go Fairground, Simply Red.
Simply Red, says Carla. Let's see how many of our 100 people went with Simply Red. Simply Red is right. Well, 33 is the high score, and you pass it. Down to 30 with Simply Red. Well done.
Yeah, the only #1 single for Simply Red. Can I commend everyone here today, because between you, you've given the 4 lowest answers on the board, so very well done. Doesn't happen very often on a 7-answer board. So let's go through the top 3 answers, and they are quite right. Dancing Queen is ABBA. Look at this for a score, 89. Message in a Bottle is The Police, which would have scored 57, and it was Stevie Wonder. You're quite right. I was Just Called to Say I Love You, 63. That's impressive. Look at the score, so close together as well.
Yes, and 22, there we are. Joe, very well done indeed. That's our lowest score. Then up to 33, Sarah B and Caroline. So, yes, Sarah B, I mean, you're not way ahead. It's all nice, tight unit there. But, yeah, if you can find a slightly lower scoring one, it won't hurt. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more September number 1s up on the board, and here they are. We've got Those Were the Days, 1968, MH, Hold Me Close, 1975, DE, Karma Chameleon, 1983, CC, Ride on Time, 1989, BB, Can't Get You Out of My Head, 2001, KM, Where Is the Love, 2003, BEP, and Too Good at Goodbyes, 2017, SS. I'll read those all again. Those Were the Days, 1968, MH, Hold Me Close, 1975, DE, Karma Chameleon, 1983, CC, Ride on Time, 1989, BB, Can't Get You Out of My Head, 2001, KM, Where Is the Love, 2003, BEP, and Too Good at Goodbyes, 2017, SS. Nicola, welcome back.
Hello.
Good to have you back with us. Remind us all about yourself, Nicola.
I am a part-time student at the University of Gloucestershire and I'm studying biology. I've sort of given everything up to start a new career.
That's very good. What will the new career be?
I would like to train as a vet, so I'm doing part-time biology while my son finishes primary school, and then I'd like to apply to vet school when he goes into secondary.
It's a long old business, vet training, isn't it?
It is. I reckon I'll qualify by the time I'm 50 if I get in, and then 25,
nice.
30 years of working life, so...
Very nice indeed, but what a nice working life.
Yeah.
Nicola, you're on 30. What would you like to go for? Your target at this early stage is 2. Well, that's sort of meaningless.
I would like to go for Ride on Time, and that, I think, is by Black Box.
Black Box, Ride on Time, says Nicola. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Black Box. There is your red line for reference. It's right. And that's 24. Very much within the zone of scores we've had so far. 54, your total.
Very well played. Biggest selling single of the year in 1989. It's called Ride on Time. It's actually Lolita Holloway's vocal, which is Right on Time.
Yeah.
But Black Box were Italian, and they thought she was singing Ride on Time.
That's hilarious.
Couldn't translate it, so it's called Ride on Time.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Sarah B. Welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I work in a marketing communications agency. I work in the PR side, mainly with B2B trade and technical type clients, writing editorial for trade magazines, and technical articles, that kind of thing.
Very good indeed.
Yes.
OK, Sarah, you're on 33.
Okay.
20 is your target. 20 or less.
Right. Some very famous songs there, but I think I'm going to go for Those Were the Days, which was sung by my fellow countrywoman, Mary Hopkin.
Mary Hopkin, says Sarah B. There is your red line. Let's see if Mary Hopkin is up there. It's right. And it gets you to 27. Not bad. It's taking your total up to a nice round 60.
Yeah, it was produced by Paul McCartney, that song. It's one of the first songs on Apple as well. Mary Hopkin was on Opportunity Knocks. Twiggy watched Opportunity Knocks, thought she was great, and told Paul McCartney to sign her, which he did, and then he produced that for her.
Wow.
That's the 60s for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, no. I did you a great disservice earlier. I spot now the E, the umlaut is over the E.
Yes.
Not the O, in a kind of Belgian way, I think. Is that right?
French.
Why did you go for the French? Were you born in December?
January.
Were you expected in December?
No, February.
Anyway, Noel. There we are. Tell us about yourself, Noel.
I'm a quality assurance officer for cancer research in Manchester.
Wow.
Yes.
They're very important on Podium 2, aren't they?
Yes.
This is very, very
Yes,
important
I think
work.
so.
Yes, yes.
Very impressive.
OK, now, Noel, these September number 1s.
Well, it's quite a tricky board, I think. I had the choice of 2, but I'm going to go with Hold Me Close, David Essex.
David Essex, says Noel, for Hold Me Close. Now, here is your red line. Can you get below that? Let's see with David Essex. It is David Essex, certainly. And he gets you into round 2. Look at that. Best score of the round so far, Noel. Very well done. 18. Taking your total up to 45.
More good scoring going on, isn't there?
It's all good.
David Essex. Real name, David Cook.
Interesting. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, David.
Hello.
Welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm an advertising copywriter. I make TV commercials and advertising campaigns.
That's just fun. That's
It
fun.
can be. I've done it for a long time.
Have you now? I can't ask what agency you're with.
No, I freelance now.
Are you
so
freelance?
I work both in-house and for agencies. So.
Well, that's just fun.
And
What
I've never used you for a voiceover yet.
I wonder why. But why haven't you, David?
I'm also available.
Yeah, Richard.
You're probably too busy doing Danger Mouse.
Oh, maybe. I still have gaps, you know. I do, seriously. And we could come together.
Oh, that'd be
You
nice.
could, yeah, and I could do.
Yeah.
I'll do the terms and conditions. Rich can do the main thing.
Yeah.
It's terms and conditions apply.
Oh, that's really good.
Terms and conditions apply.
Do you have trouble going to the toilet?
Terms and conditions apply.
I mean,
Done.
it's pretty
Yeah,
good, right?
That's really good.
Thank you. Need your windscreen replaced?
Is this the same product?
Yes. It's incredible. It honestly does both.
Oh, wow. David, you're on 22. What would you like to go for? 37 or less? 37 or less gets you through.
The one I wanted has gone.
Talk us through the board.
Karma Chameleon is obviously Culture Club. Can't Get You Out of My Head is Kylie Minogue. Where Is the Love? Obviously the Black Eyed Peas. And I'm kicking myself because...
Because that's when your interest in music waned.
Yes. So I'm going to have to go for, sadly, Where Is the Love? Black Eyed Peas.
OK, Black Eyed Peas, there's your red line. Can we get below that red line with the Black Eyed Peas? I wonder. Let's see. Yes, we can. Look at that. 31. Very well done indeed. 53 is your total. Very strong.
I mean, look at these scores. To be knocked out on 60 in a round like that, it's quite something.
Yeah.
We nearly got 8 out of 8 of the best answers on the board. We just missed the one at the bottom there, which would have completed the set. Any thoughts?
Well, I don't know the song, but Sam Smith is the one I'm going to sing.
Is the answer. Yeah, it would have been too much of a risk, I think.
Yeah.
10 points for Sam Smith, and the other two were the bigger scorers. Can't Get You Out of My Head was Kylie, you're quite right. Would have scored you 55, and Karma Chameleon Culture Club would have scored 62.
Thank you very much indeed. So at the end of our first round, we have to say goodbye. As Rich says, I mean, that's just a ludicrously low score to be our high scorers. Sarah and Caroline, it's been lovely having you on. Brief, but we'll see you again next time and look forward to it. But
Okay,
meantime, thanks so
thank
much,
you.
Thank you.
Sarah and Caroline. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. Here we are in round 2, down to 3 pairs, of course. Noel, our lowest individual scorer in that round. Hats off to you. Noel and Sarah, in fact, lowest scoring pair. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is sport. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? Yeah. And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many tennis Grand Slam singles champions whose surnames contain the letters A, C or E. There we are, Richard.
Yeah, looking for the name of anyone who's won a men's or women's Grand Slam singles title, please, from the beginning of the Open era in 1968 all the way through to the end of 2019, whose surname contains one of those letters, or more. It could be more.
Could be.
Doesn't just have to be just one.
Could be. Thank you. Now, Joe, there we go, into tennis.
Not especially. I used to watch it with my nan, but I don't know enough obscure names, I don't think.
OK, but let's have a name nonetheless.
OK, let's go for Tim Henman.
Tim Henman says Joe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Tim Henman. I'm afraid not Tim Henman. That, I'm afraid, scores you 100 points.
Yeah, sorry, never won a Grand Slam singles title, Tim Henman. Works beautifully. He's got 2 of the letters in his name.
Oh, I know. Noel.
E.
You're not a fan of tennis.
Well, I do have one name that I've just forced myself to memorise. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario.
OK, Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. That's a good answer. It's a pointless answer as well. Very well done indeed. Noel, if you only knew one name, that was the one to know. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £5,000, and it scores you nothing. Very well done.
Yeah, very well played. There's loads of pointless answers out there if you want to add some more money to this jackpot. Jess won the French Open 3 times and the US Open once.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard. Carla.
Hello.
There now. What are you going to go for?
Right. I am going to go for Venus Williams.
Venus Williams, says Carla. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Venus Williams. Venus Williams is right. That takes us down to 33.
Yeah, Venus and Serena, of course, same surname. Won 30 Grand Slam titles between them.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a quick look at those scores. Well, nothing, the best score of the pass. Well done to you. And then 100, I'm afraid, the highest score of the pass. So, David, a little bit of work to be done, I'm going to say. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Nicola, remember, it's surnames of tennis players who've won a Grand Slam singles title, and their surnames have to contain at least one of these letters, A, C or E.
I'm going to say Rafael Nadal.
OK, Nadal. Let's see. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with Nadal? Let's find out. Nadal's right. And gets you through, in fact. Look at that. Down it goes to 19. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 52.
Yeah, very well done. Rafa Nadal, the Spaniard. He's got 2 A's in his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, 40% of his surname qualifies.
Very good. That's enough. Good. Gets him in. Thank you. Sarah T.
Oh.
Now, there you are. You're on nothing. If you can score 99 or less, we're through.
I'm not a huge tennis fan. I used to watch it a few years ago. So I'm going to go with Mats Wilander.
I love the way... Oh, I don't really know anything about tennis at all, but I'm going to come up with a name you barely heard. Mats Wilander. Here is your red line. And you're through. Very well done indeed, Sarah. That's another pointless answer. Oh, dear, oh, dear. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £5,250. Between the pair of you, you have added 500 quid to the jackpot in this round alone. Scores you nothing, leaves your total at nothing, and is just altogether so brilliant, it's almost annoying.
Yeah, very, very impressive. 7 Grand Slam titles for Mats Wilander. It's an impressive answer.
Yeah, there we are. Thank you very much. Yeah, brilliant work on that podium. Now, David. David, I'm afraid to say you are our high scorers, even at this stage. What are you going to go for?
I'll go for a wild card. I'll go for Pat Cash.
Pat Cash. No red line for you, I'm afraid, as you're the high scorers. But let's see. Pat Cash, how many of our 100 said it? It's right. Down goes Pat Cash to 2. Oh, that's a fabulous score, taking your total up to 102.
Yeah, well played. Loads and loads of pointless answers. If you're a big tennis fan, I'll go through them in a sec. I'll give you some one-pointers first. Michael Chang, Lindsay Davenport, Del Potro, Ivan Guligon, Rod Laver, Elena Stasi, Yannick Noah, Naomi Osaka, Monica Seles. They all scored 1 point. Here are some pointless answers for you. Sue Barker was a pointless answer, French Open winner. Jennifer Capriati, Jim Courier. You could have said Stefan Edberg, Justine Enan, Leighton Hewitt. Some well-known names up here. Hannah Mandlikova, Sloane Stephens, there's Mats Wilander. Tracy Austin, Victoria Azarenka, Ash Barty, Gustavo Curtin, Richard Krajcik, Angelique Kerber, Yevgeny Kafelnikov, Emily Maresmo, Andy Roddick, Pat Rafter, rather than Pat Cash would have been a pointless answer. It would have been a lovely one. Very well done if you said any of those pointless answers. The home, the top 3 scorers, Federer, Williams and Murray, right at the top with 36.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair we have to send home with their high score of 102. David and Joe, I'm afraid it's you. Oh, but you combined our second best score of the round with the high score. It all bodes very well for next time, is what I'm saying. I think it's all looking very good. We'll see you next time, and we have high hopes already. David and Joe, thank you so much. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Sarah, Noel, Nicola and Carla. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £5,250. But before we play the head-to-head, let's see if we can't boost that jackpot a bit by finding some pointless answers. This is our category. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many parts of a plant as they could. Richard?
Yeah, we just found 2 pointless answers. Let's see if we can find 2 more, add even more money to that jackpot, shall we? You're going to see 6 names on the board. 2 of them are pointless answers. They're parts of a plant, but no one mentioned them. 2 of them, however, are incorrect. They're red herrings that we've put in there.
They're just plants.
Very good.
Nice.
£250 for each of the pointless answers that you can find.
OK, so let's reveal our 6 potential parts of plants. 2 of them red herrings, 2 of them are pointless. Calyx, mushnick, cataphyll, shill, petiole and node. There we are. Now, Sarah, Noel, what are you going to go for?
Petiole definitely is.
Calyx, node and petiole definitely are. We'll go with petiole.
Yeah. We're going for petiole.
Petiole.
Yes.
OK, let's see if that's the pointless answer, or one of the pointless answers. Petiole. It's definitely right. That's a 1 scorer, so not one of our pointless ones. OK, so there we are. Over to you, Nicola and Carla.
I'd just like to apologise to my plant biology lecturer for what I'm about to say, just in case. We think calyx.
As a pointless answer, calyx. Let's see if it's right, let's see if it's pointless. Well, it's definitely one of the right ones. That's something it certainly has to be if it's going to be pointless. Oh, it's a freezer. Yeah. There we go. Never mind.
So there's still 2 pointless answers out there. What would you think?
Well, I think mushnick is incorrect. I think that's one of our...
Yeah, Mushnick is the name of the shop owner in the Little Shop of Horrors.
Excellent.
So that was incorrect. So 2 of these are pointless.
I think a node sounds like it would be something you'd... You know what I mean? I heard people say node. So therefore, I think node has to be an incorrect one.
It's a pointless answer.
Yeah,
Node. Yeah,
that's
unlucky.
I mean,
so leaves are attached to the stem, the
Yeah.
node. And of these other 2, well, shill,
Well.
if you're a con man and you have a plant in your audience,
shill.
that is a
That's a
shill.
shill, of
So
course.
that's the incorrect
So
answer.
cataphyll. There we
is
go.
the other
Good.
pointless answer. Very well done at home if you said caterpillar node.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, well, we didn't find any pointless answers, so we're not adding anything to the jackpot. Let's play the head-to-head. OK, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Here is your first question, and it is all about signatures of US presidents. Richard.
Yeah, this is fun. We're going to show you now 5 signatures. They are all signatures of US presidents, but which US presidents are these? It's fun, isn't it?
Very good. That's exciting. OK, let's have a look at our 5 signatures, and here they come. A. B. C. D. And E.
Wow.
There we are. That's very like my signature.
It is very similar.
Yeah.
It is actually very similar to yours.
There we go. Now then, Sarah and Noel, you're our golden couple, so you get to go first.
C or E?
I think C.
Yeah,
C.
we'll go with C. John Quincy Adams.
OK, John Quincy Adams, say Sarah and Noel. Now, Nicola and Carla.
Do you think Nixon? Which one?
Do you want to talk us through all of them?
Yes, so we think A is Thomas Jefferson, B is Richard Nixon, D is George Washington, and not really sure about E.
We thought it could be Donald Trump just drawing a picture, Nixon?
yeah.
OK, so we'll go B, Richard Nixon.
OK, B, Richard Nixon. So we have John Quincy Adams from Sarah and Noel. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. That is for C. Ah, right, yes. But I'm afraid, yes, that's an incorrect answer. So you merely have to be correct. Nicola and Carla with Richard Nixon for B. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it, but let's see if it's correct, crucially. It's right. It wins you the point. Very well done indeed. Score's 45. It means after one question, Nicola and Carla, you are up 1-0.
Very well played. I have to say, though, how is C not John Quincy Adams?
I thought it was JFK.
I think it's JFK.
Yeah.
It is JFK. But, I mean, it's
really.
John, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Q.
Is that an F? That looks more like a Q than an F. And it looks like it's got a BS at the end. That looks like it begins with an A.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
well. Yeah, that's John F. Kennedy. Would have scored you 19 points, so it would have been a terrific answer.
I mean, look at A. Isn't that the most beautiful signature?
It's most beautiful until we get to D.
Yeah, yes.
A, absolutely right, is Thomas Jefferson. Would have scored 44. But look at D. It's gorgeous, that,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I am. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. It's Bill Clinton. It's George Washington. He would have scored you 20.
And do you know, this is... Yes, I know who this is.
What, E?
Yeah.
Let's take a little look at E, shall we?
Yeah.
Who do you think that is?
Well, that's Donald Trump, isn't it?
It is Donald Trump.
I mean, really?
Yeah, there you go.
Look at
Beautiful handwriting. 8 points for that.
There you go.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. OK. Here comes your second question. Sarah and Noel, you have to win this one, but Nicola and Carla get to go first, so good luck. Our second question is all about regions of the electromagnetic spectrum. Richard.
I'm going to show you 5 of those, but with alternate letters missed out. Can you fill in these gaps, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 regions, and here they come. We have got UTAILT, VSBELGT, IFAE, MCOAE, and RDO. There we are. So, Nicola and Carla will go first.
Ultraviolet, visible light, infrared, microwave, radio. Should we go for visible light? Go infrared.
We're going to go with infrared.
OK, infrared, say Nicola and Carla. Now then, Sarah and Noel, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Yes, I think we know the rest of them. That one's ultraviolet,
The next one's visible light.
then microwaves and radio, presumably the bottom one. I think microwaves.
Microwaves.
Yeah, 'cause the first
OK,
one-
you're going to go for microwaves. So we have infrared and we have microwaves. Nicola and Carla said infrared. Let's see how many of our 100 got that. It's right. Down that goes to 30. Very well done. Sarah and Noel, meanwhile, have gone for microwaves. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. And that's right. Is it going to beat 30, though? Yes, it is. Look at that. Down goes to 25. Very well done indeed. Back in the game, Sarah and Noel. After 2 questions, it's 1-all.
Yeah, I know both teams knew all of those, so it was literally a race to which was the most obscure, I think. Neither of you have hit upon the most obscure, actually. The top answer, ultraviolet, would have scored 26. The bottom answer, radio, was the biggest scorer of all, 63. So the best answer there is visible light, and that would have been 13.
Wow. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, it all comes down to the third question. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final, plays for the jackpot. Best of luck. Our third question today is all about things beginning with the same double vowel. Richard.
Yeah, 5 clues now to various animals, places, or things that start with the same double vowel. That is A, A, E, E, I, I, O, O.
Aye, aye.
Or U, U.
OK, thank you.
I don't know if
very
there's
much.
any UUs up there. We'll see.
I wonder. Oh,
W, I call it.
yeah. Very rare, the UUs.
UUs, yeah.
OK, let's reveal our 5 things. And here they are. Winnie the Pooh's pessimistic friend given a popped balloon and empty jar for his birthday. German city and royal residence of the Emperor Charlemagne. Chinese tea whose name means black dragon. Evergreen shrub, also known as rose of Sharon. African mammal whose name means earth pig. There we are. Now then, Sarah and Noel, you will go first.
I don't know.
Go for it. Okay. Go on.
Okay. We know 3 of them, and there's another one which is a bit of a risk, but I think we're going to go for it, which is the German city, which we think is Aachen.
Aachen, say Sarah and Noel. Aachen. Now, Nicola and Carla, talk us through that board.
You go.
So the top one's Eeyore, the bottom one is Aardvark, and then
The Chinese tea is oolong, and you know the shrub, but you can't
yeah,
think of it.
I can't find the words for it, so let's go the tea.
Yeah, so we're going to go with oolong.
Oolong. OK, so we have Aachen and Oolong. Sarah and Noel went for Aachen. Let's see if that is right for the German city. How many of our 100 said it? It's right. That's a good answer. Down it goes to 4. Very well done indeed. Nicola and Carla have gone for oolong for the Chinese tea, black dragon. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Oolong is right. It's another good answer. Down it goes. That's a wonderful score. 12, though. Which means very well done indeed. Sarah and Noel, after 3 questions, you're through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, it was a very high-quality head-to-head. Well played, both teams there. Now, Winnie the Pooh's pessimistic friend.
Eeyore.
Eeyore. Would have scored 48. The African mammal.
Aardvark.
Aardvark. Would have scored 16. And the best answer, this evergreen shrub. Do you know it?
No.
Very well done if you knew it at home. It's Aaron's beard. Aaron's beard. It's a pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. I'm afraid, Nicola and Carla, it was you. But you played so well. Fantastic, really exciting head-to-head. Fantastic low-scoring answers there. But I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. Thank you so much for coming to play, Nicola and Carla.
Thank you.
But for Sarah and Noel, it's now time for our pointless final. Huge congratulations, Sarah and Noel. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £5,250. Well, very, very well done, and you have played superbly right across the show. Fabulous performance in that head-to-head as well. What would you like to see come up? What's going to help you take that jackpot home?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Sarah?
Geography. Or I suppose comedy. We watch a lot of comedy, so that would work.
OK, very good. Well, best of luck. Today's selection reads like this. We've got the best of 2019, Shakespeare's tragedies, Portuguese football, or Nobel Prize-winning scientists. What do we think?
Well, we both have a science background, so it's sort of leading us towards the bottom one. I think we should do that.
Yeah, I think
Nobel
Prize
winning
winnings.
scientists.
OK, Richard.
OK, very best of luck. We're looking for anybody whose surname begins N, O, B, E, or L, who has won the Nobel Prize in Physics, who has won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry, or who has won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. So anyone who's won any of those Nobel Prizes up to and including 2019, whose surname begins N, O, B, E, or L. Very best of luck.
Thank you. Now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. Your time starts now.
Physics, this
Yeah.
and his son as well.
Yes.
Let's try and maybe the son.
Yeah.
Paul Nurse for medicine.
Yes.
That would probably be a reasonable one.
Yeah. I've blanked, essentially. No, that doesn't fit.
I think Algabor's probably good. We're going
Yeah.
maybe Niels
Niels
Bohr,
Bohr.
Algabor. Schrödinger. I mean, Einstein's obvious.
Yeah,
but
there was
that's
no
the-
Schrödinger.
No.
10 seconds left.
Heisenberg.
No. You just have to get with those 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
OK, there's your time. It sounds like you've arrived at 3 answers. What are you going to give me?
Okay, I think for physics, Niels Bohr.
Niels Bohr.
And I think also his son won the physics prize. It's Arga Bohr. I think he's
Arga Bohr.
Niels Arga Bohr. I don't. Yeah, and physiology, Paul Nurse.
And Paul Nurse. Of those three, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Probably Arga Bohr.
Arga Bohr.
OK,
yes.
Arga Bohr. We'll put that last. Least likely to be pointless?
Niels Bohr.
Niels Bohr, and then Paul Nurse in the middle.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Niels Bohr, Paul Nurse, and Arga Bohr. Well, three answers up there that look great to me. Jackpot of £5,250. Wouldn't it be lovely if you could take that home? What would you like to do with it if you won?
Oh, dear.
I think new kitchen.
Yeah, possibly a new kitchen.
Yeah.
And maybe you come on one of my work trips.
Yeah.
Go and tag onto one of my work
Oh,
trips.
that's nice. Yeah, you could carry some of the equipment, maybe. Very nice indeed. OK, well, best of luck. We are looking for Nobel Prize-winning scientists. Niels Bohr, in the first instance, we're looking for any physics Nobel Prize-winning scientist. Let's find out if Niels Bohr is pointless for £5,250. Niels Bohr is right. We just have to see if he can take us all the way down to 0. And you will win that jackpot. We're into single figures. Down we go. Still getting up with Niels Bohr to 2. Very well done indeed. That's a great answer. It's not pointless, though, so we have to press on to your next answer, Paul Nurse. In this case, same criteria, except we're looking for physiology or medicine Nobel Prize winners. OK, Paul Nurse for £5,250. Is he pointless? Paul Nurse is right. Niels Bohr was right, took us all the way down to 2. Paul Nurse is right, takes us down through the 20s. Into the teens, into single figures, still going down, passing 2. You have done it. Very well done indeed. Fantastic. Very well done indeed. Congratulations. Well, what about that? Congratulations, Paul Nurse was a pointless answer, which means you are taking home today's jackpot of £5,250.
I mean, was it ever in doubt? Was it ever in doubt? What a performance all the way through the show. Congratulations. Wonderful stuff. I'm going to take you through the different pointless answers in the different categories. Now we will start with physics. You could have had John Bardeen, Henri Becquerel. You could have had William Bragg, Ernest Lawrence as well. There's Eduard Buchner. There's Manfred Eigen, Irving Langmuir, Thomas Lindahl. All of those are pointless answers. Now, usually I go through ones that scored points. In this one, no one scored any points at all. And then for physiology or medicine, Frederick Banting, Sir James Black, Linda Buck, and there's Sir Paul Nurse as well. And again, nobody in that category scored any points at all. Very well done if you said any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thanks once again to our winning players, Sarah and Noel, who take away today's jackpot of £5,250. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.